Cancer Action Network and the Puget Sound affiliate for making this possible. I want to thank my team parents, especially Susan and Bart, for basically keeping me sane this week, or trying to. And the rest of my parents group, thank you for volunteering your time and coming out and help us put on this great event. I wanted to thank the participating team. Thank you, Highline and Casey Rice, for promoting the program for us. Thank you, Chief Phelps, for stepping up and coming out here and filling that extra spot that we need. And thanks again, Old Carver. You guys have always been there for me. You guys are great friends of mine, and I really appreciate you guys being here for my family and myself for this whole group. I wanted to thank Don Tuttle. She's our team parent. She was a team parent for several years at Oak Harbor when my brother was wrestling, and she's still stepping up, and she's acting kind of like a team parent for Asian and Oak Harbor right now, and it's kind of crazy that she's still out here doing some great stuff for wrestling. And thank you to my family for being here for me, and we stay together. So thank you. So I kind of wanted to leave you with my personal experience with pancreatic cancer and let you know why I'm doing this. Every single day, I think about my dad and the struggle that he had with pancreatic cancer. He was diagnosed with it last October. He was given 3 to 6 months to live. And, that's, hearing that news is something that, changed your life. And, he lasted 8 months. He fought hard. He exhausted all his options that he had, which, it's sad to say, with pancreatic cancer is very few. And, but my dad, he lived his life, and he's an inspiration for all of us and for my family. And, I wouldn't be here doing this today if it wasn't for what happened to my family and if it wasn't for my dad being diagnosed with it personally. Because I'm the first to say, before Patrick Swayze died of pancreatic cancer, I didn't know about it. I didn't know anything about it, And to be honest, my mother-in-law, she's a big Dirty Dancing fan. I'm not a huge Dirty Dancing fan, so Patrick Swayze, to me it didn't click. I wasn't the first person to get on Google and look up Patrick Swayze. Pancreatic cancer, Patrick Swayze. That didn't click with me. And so it took something to happen in my life for me to become aware. And so what I want to do this event for, or the reason I want to do this event, is to raise awareness. And, if this is a wrestling community, and if I impact one person and raise the awareness level for one person in this room, and, it could possibly change someone's life in here, I feel happy for trying to improve someone else's life and for doing my job. So my job here tonight, and the reason I'm putting this on, is to raise the awareness level. Because, without awareness, there's no funding. With no funding, there's no food. And, I'm not going to talk about the whole life back. I actually have a guest speaker from the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network to do that for me. But, I want to use breast cancer as a model for what I hope to achieve for pancreatic cancer in the long run. You look at breast cancer right now, you look at it compared to, 15, 20 years ago, even when I was a little kid, people heard breast cancer, it was a death sentence. There was no hope. And you look at it now, you got 60-mile walks, you have bracelets, you have t-shirts, everyone's aware of it. There's not a single person in this room that has never heard of breast cancer. But I can guarantee you that some of you, before you stand in here, probably never heard about pancreatic cancer. Okay? And the sad part is, breast cancer is the number 3 leading cause of cancer death in the U.S. Number 4 is pancreatic cancer. And the funding for pancreatic cancer is minuscule. It's 2% of the National Cancer Institute's funding. And it's ridiculous that it doesn't get the attention, and it's so deadly. So I have a guest speaker here from the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network, the Puget Sound affiliate. Please welcome Magana.
Thank you for hosting this event, Coach Magana, and for all the families that are here and the athletes. Like Coach Magana said, I'm going to talk a little bit about pancreatic cancer. We hear about it when people who are famous die of it. You mentioned Patrick Swayze. Some of you back in the 80s, Michael Landon passed away from it, and most recently Steve Jobs. And I know for a lot of these athletes that are here today, most of them probably have Apple products. Pancreatic cancer, 75% of the people that are diagnosed die within the first 3 to 6 months. And the unfortunate thing with it is your pancreas is hidden, and it doesn't show up on scans until the cancer is spread to all the other organs and tissues in your body. If you look at 1,000 people, which might be the enrollment of some of your schools, in 5 years, only 60 people will live out of that 1,000 who've been diagnosed with it. So it's very deadly and very fatal. The one thing I'm going to ask you guys to do is do events like this and create awareness. And there's a lot of things that you can help us do locally and nationally to raise that 2% funding for pancreatic cancer. We have a table outside where you can sign up if you'd like to volunteer locally. We have a very strong leadership group within the Puget Sound area. I have a couple of volunteers with me tonight, Ann McClone next to Paul and Mary McClone over in the corner. And we would love for you to check some of the events that we do around here. Every year we do an awareness walk in November. This last year we had 1,300 people and raised upwards of $160,000 towards research. And so with that, let's just get the wrestling started. Thank you again, and come by and see us if you want more information. Thank you.